Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining session 3 of the Lord and Lily webinar series. In session 1, we talked about the heart behind the Lord and Lily, beauty, ritual, and meaning. In session 2, we went deeper into the formula, what Lord and Lily leaves out, what we choose carefully, and why every ingredient should serve a purpose. The session 2 presentation emphasized that Lord and Lily formulates beyond marketing language, focusing on ingredient integrity, skin compatibility, clean responsibility, and long-term skin health. Today, we are bringing those ideas into daily life because even the most beautiful formula needs one thing to truly make a difference: consistency. And consistency becomes powerful when it is no longer just a task, but a ritual. Today's session is called From Routine to Ritual, transforming everyday moments into beauty, peace, and self-respect. Let me begin with a simple question. What if 5 minutes a day could change how you feel about yourself? Not only how your skin looks, but how you begin your morning, how you end your day, and how you carry yourself through life. Many women think transformation requires something dramatic, a major treatment, a complicated routine, or a big life change. But often, transformation begins much more quietly. It begins in the small moments we repeat. A few minutes in the morning, a few minutes at night, a few minutes when we stop rushing and return to ourselves. At Lord and Lily, we believe beauty is a journey cultivated quietly, intentionally, and consistently. It is not created overnight. This message is also central in the 5 minutes a day piece, which connects daily skincare with renewal, confidence, and inner grounding. Before we go further, I would like to briefly introduce myself. I am Lily, the founder and formulator of Lord and Lily. My background is in engineering, manufacturing, operations, and management. For many years, I worked in environments where materials, processes, quality, and safety truly mattered. That background shaped how I look at skincare. I do not only look at a product as a consumer. I look at the ingredient system, the process, the pH, the texture, the safety profile, the purpose, and whether the formula truly respects the skin. Lord and Lily began from personal need, but it became much more than a skincare brand. It became a mission to create clean, effective, elegant skincare that supports long-term skin health and helps women care for themselves with confidence and dignity. My view of beauty was also shaped by the women in my family, my grandmother and my aunts. They lived long and meaningful lives, many into their late 80s, 90s, and even beyond 100. Through every season, they never stopped caring for themselves. From them, I learned that beauty is not vanity. Beauty is dignity. Beauty is resilience. Beauty is self-respect. That is the heart behind today's session. Your skin does not change from what you buy, it changes from what you repeat. Here is one truth many people overlook. Your skin does not change from what you buy, it changes from what you repeat. A beautiful product sitting on the shelf cannot support your skin. The most elegant formula only matters when it becomes part of your daily rhythm. Many women buy good products, but they use them randomly. They begin with excitement, then stop when life becomes busy. Then they wonder why they do not see the change they hoped for. But skin responds to repeated care. Morning by morning, evening by evening, layer by layer, day by day. This is where ritual becomes powerful. Ritual help consistency become meaningful. And when something becomes meaningful, we are more likely to continue. So today, we are not only talking about skincare steps, we are talking about creating a rhythm of care that you can actually live with. We live in a world that constantly pulls us outward. We are busy. We are distracted. We are carrying responsibilities, families, work, ministry, business, relationships, and worries. Many women spend the whole day caring for others, but rarely pause to care for themselves. That is why ritual matters. A ritual creates a protected moment. It says, I am not only responsible for everyone else, I also need care. My skin matters. My peace matters. My body matters. My presence matters. This is why Lord and Lily does not see skincare as vanity. We see it as a daily act of self-respect. There is a very important difference between a routine and a ritual. A routine is something you do. You wash your face, you apply serum, you put on cream, you move on. A routine can be useful, but it is often mechanical. It can happen without thought, without presence, without meaning. But a ritual is different. A ritual is something you experience. A ritual has intention. A ritual creates a pause. A ritual invites awareness. A ritual turns an ordinary action into a meaningful moment. So the difference is not always the number of steps. The difference is the heart behind the steps. At Lord and Lily, we want skincare to become more than product application. We want it to become a moment of returning to yourself. Most women do skincare in a hurry, then wonder why it does not feel like self-care. We wash quickly, apply quickly, move quickly. Sometimes even at night when our body is tired and our heart needs peace, we rush through the very moment that could help us slow down. A rushed routine may clean the face, but it rarely restores the person. This is why Lord and Lily talks about ritual. A ritual does not have to be long. It does not have to be complicated, but it does need presence. When you slow down for just a few minutes, the same skincare steps become something different. Cleansing becomes release. Hydration becomes receiving. Nourishment becomes restoration. Protection becomes confidence. That is when skincare becomes more than a task. At Lord and Lily, beauty is not about chasing perfection. It is not about fear of aging. It is not about comparing yourself with someone else. It is not about trying to become someone you are not. Beauty is about presence. It is about caring for the life you have been given. It is about honoring your skin, your body, your emotions, and your journey. It is about dignity. For me, this understanding came from watching the women in my family. They never treated beauty as vanity. They treated it as part of living well. Even through difficult seasons, they carried themselves with dignity and joy. That is the spirit of Lord and Lily. We are not asking women to chase perfection. We are inviting women to return to presence. A skincare ritual does not begin with the product. It begins with intention. Before you touch your cleanser, serum, lotion, or cream, take one breath. Ask yourself, what do I need in this moment? Maybe you need calm. Maybe you need strength. Maybe you need gratitude. Maybe you need to release the stress of the day. Maybe you simply need to remember that you are worthy of care. When you apply skincare with intention, the product becomes part of a deeper experience. The cleanser becomes a way of releasing. The serum becomes a way of nourishing. The cream becomes a way of comforting. The sun protection becomes a way of preparing and protecting. This is how ordinary skincare becomes ritual. Now let's talk about consistency. Skin transformation is not magic. It is a biological process that responds to discipline and care. The skin renews itself over time. Hydration, radiance, smoothness, firmness, and resilience do not usually come from one dramatic application. They come from repeated care. That is why what you do every day matters more than what you do once in a while. In the Lord and Lily 5 minutes a day piece, we talk about how consistent skincare can support hydration, elasticity, radiance, smoothness, and confidence over time. So when we say ritual, we are not only talking about emotion, we are also talking about consistency. And consistency is what the skin understands. When you repeat thoughtful care every day, two things can begin to change. First, your skin changes. It may feel more hydrated, look more radiant, feel softer, smoother, calmer, and more comfortable. Over time, it may appear more resilient and better supported. But second, something inside you may begin to change. You begin to feel more grounded, more intentional. You begin to feel that you are not abandoning yourself in the middle of a busy life. That is why ritual is powerful. The visible change matters, but the internal change matters too. At Lord and Lily, we believe skincare should support both the beauty people can see and the confidence a woman carries from within. Now let's bring this into a simple Lord and Lily structure. The 5-step ritual is not meant to be complicated. It is meant to be clear, meaningful, and repeatable. The 5 steps are: cleanse, remove what does not belong. Lord and Lily products, melt and clean cleansing oil plus foaming cleanser. Renew, support radiance, smoothness, and visible freshness. Lord and Lily products, stem cell trio serum, double C brightening serum, anti-aging serum, clarity serum. Hydrate, replenish moisture and comfort. Thirst quenching lotion, balancing lotion, morning dew hydrating spray, pure and natural moisturizing lotion. Nourish, support the skin barrier and long-term resilience. Radiance Clear Revival Cream, all-in-one eye cream, lift and firm contour cream, Revital US night cream. Protect, prepare the skin for daily environmental exposure. Sunlux Age Care BB Cream, Dermal Fortress Sun Guard, Sunwell Mineral Lotion. Each step has a skincare purpose, but each step can also have an emotional meaning. Cleanse, I release. Renew, I begin again. Hydrate, I receive. Nourish, I strengthen. Protect, I move forward with confidence. This is the difference between a routine and a ritual. Your morning ritual does not need to be long. It simply needs to help you begin the day with care and intention. A Lord and Lily morning ritual may look like this. Cleanse gently. Apply serum or lotion according to your skin needs. Hydrate and nourish the skin. Finish with sun protection or mineral daily defense. Pause for one breath before stepping into the day. The emotional message of the morning ritual is: I am prepared. I am protected. I am ready to begin. This is important because the morning often determines the spirit of the day. When you begin in a rush, your whole body may feel hurried. But when you begin with even a few minutes of calm, you carry that calm with you. The evening ritual has a different purpose. Morning is about preparation. Evening is about release and restoration. At night, you are not only removing makeup, sun protection, oil, and impurities, you are also releasing the weight of the day. A Lord and Lily evening ritual may look like this. Cleanse slowly. Let the day come off your skin. Apply serum, lotion, and/or cream with gentle attention. Massage lightly without rushing. Take one breath of gratitude before rest. The emotional message of the evening ritual is: I release what I carried today. I allow myself to receive care. I can rest. This is why skincare at night can become deeply meaningful. It is not only the end of a day, it is a small act of restoration. A ritual only works if you can keep it. So do not begin with something too complicated. Start small. Choose a morning ritual you can complete in 5 minutes. Choose an evening ritual you can repeat even when you are tired. Keep your products visible and organized. Use touch slowly and gently. Connect each step with one simple intention. For example, when cleansing, say, I release. When applying serum, say, I nourish. When applying cream, say, I restore. When applying sun protection, say, I protect. This may sound simple, but simple things repeated faithfully can become powerful. A ritual does not need to be perfect. It needs to be practiced. Here is the thought I want you to remember after today. Your skin is listening to what you repeat, not what you do once, not what you buy and forget, not what you apply only when there is a problem. Your skin responds to what you repeat. Repeated harshness can weaken the skin. Repeated neglect can leave the skin unsupported. Repeated care can help skin become more comfortable, hydrated, radiant, and resilient looking. And your heart also listens to what you repeat. When you repeatedly rush, you teach yourself that you are not worth the pause. But when you repeatedly care, you teach yourself something different. I am worth these few minutes. I am allowed to slow down. I can begin again. I am worthy of care. That is the deeper power of ritual. As we close, I want to invite you to begin where you are. Do not wait until life becomes less busy. Do not wait until your skin is perfect. Do not wait until you have more time. Begin with 5 minutes. Begin with one morning. Begin with one evening. Begin with one step done with intention. Beauty is not about perfection. It is about presence. It is about showing up for yourself day after day. This same message appears in your 5 minutes a day piece, where beauty is described as renewal, confidence, and radiant beauty from the inside out. At Lord and Lily, we believe skincare is more than a routine. It is a relationship with your skin. It is a rhythm of care. It is a quiet way to build confidence, peace, and visible beauty over time. So my invitation today is simple. Choose one small ritual you can begin this week, not perfectly, not dramatically, but faithfully. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being part of the Lord and Lily community. Begin with 5 minutes. Continue with intention. Let beauty become a ritual.